What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video on the channel. Today's video is going to be a review on Team the Group Stage, hashtag El Buffalo, Alfredo Morelos, the Colombian goal scoring genius himself. 5 goals so far in the group stage, which is definitely the group of death with Feyenoord, Porto, Young Boys and of course Rangers, who were the bookies' favourites to finish dead last in this group, and it is in their own hands to finish top of this group, largely thanks to this man. Now, another part of the title and the thumbnail that you're probably wondering about is fighting with NEPENTHEZ. What is this guy on about? If you've not seen on my Twitter, which is down in the description below for you to go and follow me in there to keep up to date, there's been a bit of drama between me and NEPENTHEZ. He's basically blown up something that did not need blown up, and now he's just made himself look pretty stupid. But if you stay to the end of the video, I will have my side and my story to that. Probably near like the 8 or 9 minute mark for those of you that aren't interested in the actual review and want to jump straight to that part. But if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. It really means a lot to the channel. We're nearly at that 3,000 subscriber mark. Absolutely awesome. Leave a like if you enjoy it. Let's get into the video. So here we go for today's video. This is a team that I'm going to be playing Morelos in. It's a bit mix and match. It's not compared to my usual team, but also I've got to find a way to get them on 10 chemistry. I'll be playing the 4-2-3-1 in game. Morelos will be playing up front on his own. Just a little bit into his in-game stats, I'm going to be playing an engine on him just for that agility boost, and it's good to have good passing in this game. So yeah, engine, probably a sniper, that sort of thing would suit. But let's get into the games and see how he gets on. So the first game, he's up against Van Dijk and Varane at the back here. Good keeper in net as well, so this is a good test for him. First counter attack, here we go. Buffs in already. Can he hold off Van Dijk? He can! Get off me, Van Dijk! Oh, Buffalo! That is how you start. Usually most people in this game, or usually when I'm playing anyway, when I've got like my Mbappe up front, literally Mbappe would have just been on the floor with Van Dijk just running over the top of him, but he's got the strength to hold off Van Dijk. This guy is definitely usable in champs. Now, of course, I'm going to try and do this as unbiased as possible, being a Rangers fan, but from the start that I've seen here, oh my god, the agility. 67. We take on Van Dijk again. Oh, Morelos away. Lays it off inside. Mbappe. What more do you want? What more do you want from your striker in this game? Of course, he is hard to link, but pretty impressive from what I've seen so far. Can we find space for him in the box? Yes, we can. He's found it. How's that agility? Near post. Unlucky. Oh, he's just... Oh, this isn't fair. Alfredo Morelos is blocked off the line. Good chance for us here. Good cross in from Dembele. First time Morelos. Tried to hit it first time, but he's got that good control. Just does what he wants. I did hit it first time. Call it servers. Call it Alfredo. Oh my god, don't you dare. Oh, Alfie. That is... What a celebration. He's got it on the card. It's his face card, so... Can we find him? Yes, we can. Morelos, he shrugs off one defender, shrugs off another. Oh, unlucky on the weak foot there. Does have that 4-star weak foot, but unlucky not to get that finish there. He's a literal El Buffalo as him. He just runs through everything. You know, for all you dribblers out there, you want to see how that 67 agility really feels, because that might be a big point. I'm not wanting to use this card, so if I can use this L1 dribbling now, it feels quite stiff doing this, to be fair. That type of dribbling there, it feels pretty stiff, but it's not horrible. It's definitely usable. Oh, we're lagging a bit now. Great. Well, that's just ideal. So hopefully this time we'll get a better result. Last guy is quit twice in a row randomly throughout the game. Ferdinand and Varane. So Varane again is the recurring theme, but we've got Ferdinand as well this time, so that is another tough test. Am I the only person that concedes them all the time? One thing I will say is, in bad gameplay, he's going to be absolutely horrendous. Too clunky to use. As you can see from the things here, couldn't get anything going with him. Passes are struggling, dribbles are just, but the gameplay was so bad, and my opponent was literally playing like a life or death situation in a game of rivals. Hopefully we've got better gameplay this time, and we're up against Boateng and Nesta, and different defenders for him to try and deal with. Or to try and deal with him. That's just a bit heavy there. Got a long shot, left footed. Oh, not the prettiest. What he's got in here? Morelos. Oh, he's still going, he's still fighting. Penalty? Something? No? Okay. Well done, Alfie. Still fighting. He's there. Finish. Oh, I'm trying to hit a long range finishing. Here's the chance for it. Not too bad. Not directly in the corner, but plenty of power on it. Okay, we'll go for one final game here. We're up against that Kanate, I believe. And Hernandez at the back. Vieira in the midfield. Maldini and Roberto Carlos. So that is a solid defence for our last game. Got a chance here. Morelos is in. Shoot. There we go. Does well. Good composure there. Good finish on him as well. Lovely. Great power again. He's almost better as a winger. With his strength. Look at him go. Finesse. Ah, I think I took a deflection there. Got a chance here. Got space to burn. That is like one of his best positions there. Getting in, I think definitely two-striker formation is the one for him, because having just a quick and agile player next to him to hold up the ball and do things like that, that's going to work perfect for you. Yeah, a really lovely through ball to him. And he's just took the piss out of the keeper. Alfredo Morelos, he's turning on at the end of this game. Good control, just does what he wants. I did hit it first time, call it servers, call it Alfredo. Oh my. So what are my main thoughts about the card? You can see here from the stats that it was actually 4 games he played, so he's got 4 goals and 2 assists in 4 games, because like I rage quit twice early on, I don't know if it was a connection or whatnot, but going over his stats here, the pace feels about right. You could slap a hunter on him, but I think the sniper would realistically be the best thing to put on Alfie, because it doesn't feel slow at all. His finishing and his attacking position, I'd say his attacking position at 91 is probably better on paper than what it actually performs like. His finishing at 84 feels good. His long shots at 72 I really do feel, because I don't think you want to be shooting with this guy at the edge of the box at all. I think he's just in the box, a finisher, and that's what you want him for. He's passing there, the mid 70s, that's good. It's good for a striker in this game, especially if you're going to be playing him in a 2-striker formation, which I highly recommend playing him in that 2-striker formation to get the 1-2s off, and having a stronger player like Morelos to hold off, for example, I don't know, like a Lucas or whoever you want to play up front next to him. The only major problem is how you would go about linking him. Now the balance at 90 you feel, because when defenders are trying to knock him off the ball, he is strong, of course. That 91 strength and aggression come into play there. The 67 agility, you feel it at times and you don't feel it at times. Of course it doesn't feel great, but there was one game there where in the bad gameplay I couldn't turn or move with him at all, and it was absolutely atrocious to try and deal with. The heading, this game it really is irrelevant. The only one card that I've used that I feel attacking presence with headers is Harry Kane, who's got like 99s on like both of them stats, so heading's not something we got to try out, but no one's really going for headers in this game anyway. Stamina at 79, you felt it was good, it was solid, he performed the full way through your 90 minutes and there'll be no issues with that. So do I think you should have him in your Foot Champs team? Depending, if you can go out there and get like an Mbappe, of course go and buy an Mbappe, but Morelos to have on your bench for that strength and aggression and the finishing in late game when defenders are tired, to come on, bully them, use that bit of pace that he has got. 100% would recommend having him on the bench. He is a player that I will be having on the bench behind Mbappe and someone on late games to cause defenders trouble. So let me know down in the comments if you guys are going to get this card, if you have done the card, and what you think about it. But until the next one, thanks for watching. Let's get into the next part of the video. So now getting on to this bit that I know a lot of you guys will be here for, which is the drama between me and NEPENTHEZ, or NEPENTHEZ and Rangers fans for example, right? First of all, I want to say I respect NEPENTHEZ, I respect what he's built. He's literally got millions of followers over different platforms. I have been open about it. I've been a fan for well over 5 years. I've always watched his stuff. Well, I was a fan, I'm certainly not anymore after the way he's acted about this situation. But so he tweeted out, I'll put it on screen, about Morelos saying this card's an absolute waste, no one's time. So which I responded with this, which isn't toxic, which is just me saying not everything's going to be towards you, it's making tens of thousands of people happy, to which I got blocked. So for whatever reason, this tweet majorly triggered Nep, and then anyone that disagreed with his opinion started getting blocked. Everyone was tweeting me saying he's blocked me for liking, literally just liking a tweet. Other YouTubers such as Capgun Tom started jumping on the bandwagon just because Nep was getting so heated about it, so they were just friendly bantering with him, winding him up. But then I think it was winding Nep up even more that his friends were even bantering towards him, because he just, when he's in that sort of mood, he just cannot take banter in the slightest. So Capgun Tom's tweeted out saying Morelos is good, how dare you disrespect him, blah blah blah. So I've replied to that saying this, what you can see on screen, and it's so true, you expect better of a 35-year-old man. From this point, I had people notify me on my Twitter that he was raging and bitching about me in his stream. So I went to go and check out the stream to see if he was sitting there absolutely fuming, to see if I could work out what was going on inside this man's head. So I went in, and literally less than a minute, he came out with this, and I'm just going to let this play.
Because you're a cunt, not because you had a difference of an opinion to me. You're more than entitled to have a difference of an opinion to me. They don't agree with me, but that makes you look more of a cunt than I am. And that's fucking tough, because you're a cunt.
You can see the type of level that he's stooped to at this point, meaning he's absolutely lost the plot. He's absolutely furious over an Ultimate Team card, letting it get this far to him that he's called me a CUNT countless times, when literally at this point I've still not done anything towards him to like say he's bad because of this, he's bad because of that, and I'm just getting totally degraded for me having an opinion, which he says everyone's allowed, and he doesn't matter, doesn't care about people not having the same opinions as him. So we thought he was done at this point. You've seen my response to that. Later on again, literally another half an hour and his stream goes by and he's still talking about me. I'm not going to play this one because of possible copyright strikes and that stuff, but basically I'll put that on screen now, but as you can see from here, you can see my response to it. Basically in the video he goes on to say, oh, he conveniently tuned into my stream and I just don't want to admit I'm a fan, acting like the big shot, acting like a celebrity like he was doing. And he was just calling me more stuff, basically saying, oh yeah, I don't believe you, you're just an idiot because you're a fan and all that stuff. Again, which you see, I've responded to that by saying he's just picking out what he wants to know. That's just NEPENTHEZ all over for you, just reading what he wants to read and seeing what he wants to hear, basically. I said countless times in tweets that I've been a fan for 5+ years. He doesn't see that bit, just picks out the negatives, never responds to people, like good people on Twitter, only respond to the bad. It's such a poor mentality, and I genuinely actually feel sorry for him that he takes this sort of approach to these sort of things. You thought he was done and he came back again. It's unbelievable the stuff that goes on in this guy's head, and he just thinks that's normal. He thinks he's in the right. Just to recap on all of this then, NEPENTHEZ, if you do manage to see this, which I've got no doubt you probably will end up seeing it somehow, just please, as a fan, as someone who respects what you have built, just don't let stupid stuff like that get to you. Literally, you absolutely embarrass yourself and you'll lose lots of good fans like me over your moods, letting them become the better of you, because it's not really what you want to be shown. It's not the example that you, with millions of followers, want to be setting. It's a really poor mentality. So I do hope that you can manage to work on that in yourself in the future. And like I said, if you've still got a problem about it, charity boxing match, you know it's in.